It's just the way the game is played is best that you just wait your turn. The wait is over, the wait is over, the wait is over.
Okay, firstly, congratulations on accomplishing your achievement.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, great. You're back. You're loving it. How's business?
Business is much better. I've taken up about 20 new clients since I've been back.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom. All go.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Alright, that's great stuff. You've been known as Freedom Braid for a couple of years now. Who is Francesca? And who is Freedom Braid and now known as Freedom Couture? Tell us about the name change from Freedom Braid to Freedom Braid Couture.
Okay, well, I'm Francesca. I'm the owner and stylist for Freedom Couture. I was raised and born in Perth, but I have an Italian background. I started doing hair with the business 4 years ago when I was 15. And Freedom Couture, the name change is basically because I've just recently gotten my qualification for professional braidologist and weavetician, and I felt like because my education and my qualifications are moving up, I felt like I needed to re-represent and change the name and updo it, fancy it up a bit.
Okay, cool. Freedom Couture was established like 4 years ago. Tell us about the highs and lows of being a young business owner.
There's a lot of highs and lows.
Okay.
I think that, well, the highs are that you can do whatever you want to do. You know, you can make it however you want and you can plan it out how you want. And also you can work your own hours. But the downside is that the hours that you're working is pretty much 24/7. For example, if you're working at, a job where you're being hired by someone like a retail shop, you go to work, from 9 to 5. For instance, you go to work from 9 to 5 and then you go home. You do whatever. You study, you eat with your family. But when you're a business owner, you might go to work from 9 to 5 too, but when you come home or before you go to work, you're still working. You might be working on the internet, Facebook or something.
Yeah.
You might be advertising on the weekend, taking clients at 5 in the morning. When you're sleeping, you're thinking about new marketing ideas. So that's definitely the downside, is it's a 24/7 commitment and there's not that much time in your life to do other things. It's like a child. You have to nurture it and put so much effort into it that it's very exhausting at times.
Okay. But I guess it's all worth it at the end, because to get somewhere, you have to really do the hard work.
Yeah, exactly. And it is my passion. And I'm such a businesswoman, so I'm a bit of a workaholic, so I actually love it.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. You recently had a photo shoot. Tell us more about that and tell us about your model.
Okay, this is Charis.
Hey.
She's the new Freedom girl, so she's going to be representing freedom. This is what freedom's about. The photo shoot was basically to re-represent freedom and the new things that's going to be coming soon. Because I've got new qualifications, I thought, I better do it up a bit.
Yeah.
So the photo shoot consisted of 7 models, and you were one of the models. Yeah. Very beautiful.
Yeah.
And the theme of the photo shoot was elegant, intelligent, and confident women. It was inspired by my mum. I think that basically hair and beauty, it's just a grooming thing, and it's to give confidence to another woman. And that's what I'm doing to people. I'm giving confidence by making them feel beautiful. So that's really the theme, and it was just fun, they were dancing, it was just about loving who you are and just having confidence in yourself.
Okay. Charis, actually, tell us a little bit more about yourself. How did you become a Freedom model?
Well, I met Francesca and I asked her about her hair and what she does.
I found her on Facebook.
I was interested in what she was doing, and I had a look at her pictures and everything, and I thought, oh wow, I really want to get to know her. And we started talking, and she was like, oh hey, I'm having a photo shoot, having a few models, would like to know if you want to be involved, and that's how I got involved in photo shoot.
So you've never done a weave or anything?
I've had a weave, but sometimes I just can't be bothered. I just usually have clip-ins. But yeah, and I've never had a wig or front lace wig or anything. So yeah, this is my first time having one on.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I like it.
There are quite a number of products out on the market, and as females, we seem to change from one thing. Tomorrow we're hearing, there's a Dr. This.
Because your girlfriend saying this is the new product.
And I'm a victim of that. I go through so many different products every month because I'm just like, new, let's do it, let's do it. What do you think is a couple of best products that you've actually used or can recommend to people?
Okay, well, first of all, the problem with what you just said is why everybody's trying all this new product is because your girlfriend's saying, I got this best product, you have to try it, it's made my hair grow, and then you try it, and it's breaking your hair.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, this product's crap, you know. The thing is that with especially afro hair, it's so sensitive, it's one of the most fragile hair types you can actually have. So something that might work for your girlfriend, it's not going to work for you because you have completely different hair textures. So that's really the trick. I would suggest to try around and just really see what works for you. But the best ones that I really love to work with is Missjforever. The coconut cream is probably the best. A few of my clients use it and I've just seen really great results. You can basically use it for a scalp treatment and hair, so it's good for both. And then Kerastase. Also, I like organic shea butter, just because it's a simple, basic moisturizer and it works like a charm.
Okay. Let's talk weaves.
Yeah, weaves. Yeah. Everyone wants to know about weaves.
There's a lot of highs and lows about weaves. Firstly, I got my hair done by Freedom, and the beautiful hair is Hairport Hair Design. So find them on Facebook.
Fabulous hair.
Fabulous Indian premium hair. Let's talk weaves. I keep mine for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And that's mainly because I get bored really easily.
That's the same with me. Yeah.
So I'll be like, oh, okay, front fringe today, and then tomorrow I'm like, front fringe again. So how long do you think that women should keep their weaves for? Because I have friends that go for 4 months.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. It's just smelly and ratty. Don't do that. No. The time that you're meant to leave the weave in, a sewing weave for, is a month and a half.
Okay.
And then you should take it out.
Okay.
No longer.
So that is 6 weeks. Get it out. And the thing is, you can always reuse the weave. That's why I don't understand why.
Well, if you're using Hairport Hair Design, you can reuse it. But if you're using a cheaper synthetic or a yaki hair, generally you need to...
Which is something that I wanted to talk about later on. We've got synthetics, we've got 100%, we've got Brazilians, we've got the
and then we've got human hair.
We've got
really human hair.
That when you straighten, fuzzes out. So, what kind of products have you actually worked with that you're totally in love with? Give us like a top 5 or a top 3 or one of the best kind of weaves.
For weaves?
Yes.
Really, it's probably... I think Outre is probably the best. I'm not a huge fan of synthetic hair, but Outre has really sort of reeled me back in because I've used their synthetic hair and we've reused it 3 times for a weave.
Wow.
That's how good it is. You can brush it, it doesn't dry out. And I think their human hair is really good. I think it's a very affordable price, and I think it's good quality. It doesn't dry out, it doesn't itch, it doesn't tangle, things like that. So definitely Outre, and also Hairport Hair Design. You were my first one that I used it with, and I absolutely loved it. I think that the price is also very affordable, and I think the texture's great, and I think that the way that, because yours was curly.
Yeah.
Hers was like, it was like this,
really
and as soon as I just put an eye into it, just, you know, it was so easy. Usually with hair you have to go over it a few times, but I just went from curly to straight in like a second.
Yeah.
And that's just a sign of really good hair, because that's what natural human hair does. So
yeah.
They're definitely Hairport Hair Design and Outre.
Okay.
They're my favourite.
Okay. Paris has a lace front weave. A lot of people don't really understand what it is, how it works. So could you just explain a little bit more about that?
It's basically what it says, a lace front wig. So it's exactly the same as a wig, so the hair is sewn or glued onto a cap, which you can remove and put back on.
Yeah.
But normal wigs, what it is, it's basically the tracks. It's the same as a wig, but it's on a cap.
Yeah.
So, you know, the tracks are going all around and everything. But with the lace front, they've sewed lace onto the front, and the lace is transparent, so it's meant to be the same as your forehead. Basically, with natural hair, you can see the hair strands coming out one by one from the scalp. And that's what the lace front is. If you look at it, you can see, because it's lace and it's blending completely to her hair, it looks exactly like a scalp, so the hair is coming out of the lace. And that's the complete difference, and it's amazing. So it's a wig. You can use it as a wig, so you can take it on or off, which is probably what I recommend. That's what I do. Or you can glue the fronts on, but I'd probably only say to do that if you don't really have that many baby hairs.
Okay.
But I think just wear it as a wig.
Take it off.
Just make sure it doesn't fall off.
That's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of randomly just, and there goes my hair, you know?
Yeah, I've had a few instances where, you know, I remember once I was walking past and there was a stick and it just hooked under and I just kept walking and I was like, why is it so cold? Oh my god! And my hair was actually hanging on the tree. But seriously...
think the world
No.
is around.
And a few times when you're in the club and you're dancing and they hit your head on the floor, and that's happened to me a few times. But for everyday use and things like that, my hair doesn't fall off.
Okay.
I just put a cap on it, and then you can either clip it into the back. It doesn't fall. It's shaped to your head. You've got a round head, it fits. So I think
Francesca will be showing us later how to put it
I'll be
on.
doing a live demo on how to put a lace front on correctly.
Okay, great. A self-addicted relaxer person. I've been using relaxer over and over and over again. I don't give my hair time to breathe. So I'm in rehab, taking it slowly, and I'm getting there. So I don't know. What do you think about relaxed hair? Should it be done? Should it not be done? Should it be phased out? Or
I'm totally against relaxer, and I think it's a bigger issue than just a chemical. I think it's a real shot to self-confidence, especially if you're a child, because you're thinking, why is my mum putting these things on my hair to change it? I think it's a real shot to self-esteem. I don't like relaxer. It's really strong in chemicals. The main chemical of it is sodium hydroxide, and that's got toilet cleaner and drain unblocker in it. So basically it breaks down and eats up anything it touches. You need to ask yourself, would you put that on your skin? Missjforever, would you put drain unblocker on your skin for 15 minutes every month? You wouldn't, so why would you put it on your hair? Or would you? I hope not. I don't like it, and if you look after relaxed hair properly, it's actually more work than natural hair. And that's why people do relax, because it's easier to maintain. But it's not.
That's true, because I think if you relax your hair, I can't really see myself with natural, thick,
But
and relaxed
how
hair.
often do you wear your hair natural? As in
Never.
out. So what's the point?
I don't know, it feels good to know that your hair is straight.
Okay.
I don't know,
So why don't you hot pick it or straighten it every once in a while?
I don't know.
Okay.
It just seems like too much effort. Whereas if I put this relaxer on my hair, after 30 minutes I can walk around with my hair blowing with the wind.
And have you
But
and
then
you have relaxed hair?
Agreed. I used to. Not anymore.
So you're both transitioning.
we're both moving relaxed.
And how
often did you relax your hair for?
Every 3rd month.
Okay, well that's not so bad.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
That's not so bad.
And what's your growth like now? Are you guys going to big chop soon, or are you?
I did my hair was here, and I chopped about that much off last night.
Good
All the
job!
dead hair.
One night. Good
All
job.
the dead hair and everything. So now it's pretty short, but I'd rather that than
They have
No, it's
dead
beautiful.
hair.
And your hair, it's that much, if I remember.
of growth.
Yes.
Yeah, I am going to do a big chop. I'm just waiting for the growth to get bigger and bigger and bigger, because I don't want to have this Randall that I can't even cornrow, can't put a weave.
But you know what? Your growth was not dry at all.
Feels like I'm in a race, but I already won first place. I never thought